we are trying to create a 4-year undergrad program in management whose end result would be a good corporate career. Welcome, you are all at TAPMI Bangalore, at the TAPMI Management Institute's Bangalore campus. I am Aditya Jadhav. I am the Dean of TAPMI Bangalore. I have been a part of TAPMI family for the last 10 years, exactly 10 years now. In 2022, when we started this new campus at Bangalore, I took over as the Dean of TAPMI Bangalore, and I have been the Dean of TAPMI Bangalore for the last 2 years now. The mission statement of TAPMI is to excel in postgraduate management, research, education and practice. Understand the value system of TAPMI does not change. It has been established by a series of directors, eminent professors in the area of management, and also re-endorsed by a large number of successful alumni across the country. And hence we continue to have the same legacy and same value system at Bangalore as well. The only difference is Bangalore as a city, like all of you know, has huge potential, and we decided that we want to be a part of this growth journey of Bangalore, and that's why we established TAPMI Bangalore. The genesis of BBA Honors comes from a very simple idea that most of the students who complete their undergrad management education, whether it's a BCom or a BBA, basically dream of doing an MBA or believe that MBA is the only way they can be successful in their life. We want to basically explain to them, we have always tried to explain to students that the best idea is to work for a few years before doing an MBA. But the biggest question we would be asked in the reverse is, there are no good quality jobs available if you just do a BBA. And that is what we wanted to change. The 4-year structure is keeping in mind the professional requirements of the program. And that exactly is what we are trying to do. We are trying to create a 4-year undergrad program in management whose end result would be a good corporate career. So there are two unique aspects of this program that I think are not available in other programs. First is the series of internships. So this program requires students undergo 3 internships. The first internship is a 6-week social internship. The idea of this internship is slightly different. Students basically study the course of design thinking in semester 2. Once they finish the course of design thinking in semester 2, design thinking needs also to be learned by practice. Means someone has to actually do it to integrate it in the system. So what we give them is, we give them an opportunity to do that. So these students then go and work with an NGO for a period of 6 weeks. During this period, there are 2 expectations from them. First, they contribute to the NGO by working on the grassroots. The second expectation is, while working at the grassroots, they identify one problem that they think can be solved and then try to solve it using the design thinking approach. Then the second internship that comes after it is basically a sales internship. You see, sales is a very important contribution or a very important factor for any management student to have to enhance his career, because at any point of time we are basically negotiating or training students. So keeping that in mind, what we did was, you can't basically teach sales, it has to be experience. So we have an 8 weeks of sales internship at the end of second year, where the students basically go and engage with companies. We have already placed the first batch, means those who are in the second year, 90 students of the first batch, which is the full batch. We have placed the first batch for sales internship with on an average CTC of around 21,000 per month. So this will actually be their first earning as well. At the end of third year, we have a 4 months corporate internship, in which the student basically has chosen some elective streams in the third year, and now they will actually work in one of the areas, the specialization areas that they want to go for 4 months in a company to really understand what happens in that area. This will give them really a good grounding in that area, and if they really like that and they want to make a career in it, then they take that area as their specialization in year 4 for the honors and complete the honors year, followed by placements in the year 4. This is the first unique structure of this. The second unique structure is the career tracks. So basically there are 5 career tracks available to the student here. The first career track is basically specialization. So we offer 8 specializations to the students, and students can actually decide to master in one of the 8. And the 8 specializations are basically marketing, HR, finance, operations and supply chain, IT, analytics, economics, and strategy and consulting. These are the 8 areas that either of them. This is the first track, which is we call as a specialization track. And the end product is a corporate job. Placements done by TAPMI. Second USP that we currently have is about research track. So if someone says, no, I want to actually pursue a PhD abroad, then what we do is we ask them to take the research track in year 4. They focus on one small research area. They understand the whole research process. To make it helpful for them, we connect them to a guide. This guide will basically take up the whole research process and complete one research paper with the student. So in the end, after this research paper, which a student can publish, getting admission to any PhD program abroad is very easy. The third track we are setting up is the entrepreneurship track. We are expecting students to actually interested in entrepreneurship, to understand the process of entrepreneurship and work in their idea in the year 4, and we'll also connect them with a series of incubation centers, and if they can join there and there is some funding, they can actually take their idea forward, and that is the whole idea. The fourth track that we have set up is a family business track. So if someone whose idea is very clear that at the end of 4th year they want to go back to their family business, for such students a family business track involves curated curriculum structure in the 4th year which is suitable to their family business, along with a project at the semester 8 wherein they actually come out with the idea plan, or what you can say is growth plan for their family business over the next 4-5 years. And the fifth track that we have is the study abroad track. So we are currently aligned with Southampton University and Deacon's University, Australia. Southampton is in US. Both of them are ranked in the top 100 universities of the globe, and any student getting a CGPA of 8 and above at the end of year 4 as a confirmed seat in the master's program, MS program in management at both these universities for sure. Means there is no selection process in addition. They only need to complete the visa requirements. So these are the 5 tracks we have currently designed. What happens generally is across the globe except UK, most of the places an undergrad program is a 4-year program, and the undergrad program is expected to kickstart the career of a student. So keeping that in mind, the demand is always for someone to have completed 16 years of education. That is 12 years of education in the school and 4 years of education in the undergrad degree if someone wants to pursue a master's abroad. Generally what used to happen in the past is non-engineering students who used to have a 3 years undergrad degree had to complete one bridge year abroad and then go for a master's. This bridge year becomes very costly. You should understand that you're spending in dollars or Australian dollars wherever you're working or studying. So now what happens is our program, anyone who wants to go abroad, there are 2 things. First and foremost, we already have an engagement with 2 universities, and we intend to have another series of engagement with another 4 to 5 universities where our students will get a direct admission based on their performance in the UG program for a master's degree. That is one. Second thing, for schools where they have not engaged in we don't have an engagement, even there, because they have studied at TAPMI under a 4-year UG program, which is AACSB accredited. We should not forget that. And AACSB, the gold standard of management education, for them getting admission into any of the master's program abroad is not going to be difficult. It's going to be very easy. Our graduate, we want are 3 things. He should be bold. The world is changing at a very fast rate, and he should be open to experimenting in this changing world, and that's the first request that we have from all of them. Second thing I want each one of them is not to be afraid of failure, because things are going to be more and more difficult. Things may work, not work, but one cannot be bogged down by failure. One should be able to get up and start working, and that's the second thing we want them to learn. Third thing we want them to be very comfortable is tech. Whether you like it or not, technology has pervaded every part of this ecosystem, and they should be very comfortable with technology. And the fourth thing I really want them to think is think on a holistic manner about a business. Many times where I see many management schools, whether the MBA students or UG students, struggle or fail is they are not thinking in business terms. They are still thinking in terms of their specialization. I'm a finance guy, so I'm very good in finance, but I don't want to think of any other aspect of business. But business doesn't work that way. I can't be a finance guy in business. I have to be a business guy who knows finance. Business comes first, and that's the one thing I want them to be very, very well known on. I would like to take this opportunity to tell the students this program is a holistic program. Participate and enjoy these 4 years. It's a journey that they should enjoy. right, the target will get achieved, but taking the target in mind, if they are going to have huge stress which is going to disrupt the journey here and spoil it, then it is not worth it. So I want students to be enjoying this place without worrying about things will take a proper shape whenever they are supposed to take shape.